guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my makeup collection. I hope you guys enjoy. A little disclaimer for you guys, I am not trying to brag, obviously. Like, I feel like this is such an old beauty guru disclaimer. I'm not even a beauty guru, so why am I having to make this disclaimer? I don't know. But I just want to let you guys know I'm not bragging. I love makeup, it's a passion. I work so I have the money to spend on what I want. And this is one of the things I want to spend my money on. So yeah, please don't get offended. It's just a fun video and I hope you guys like it. So this is the first thing you see when you look at my makeup collection, but I also have some organizational drawers over here, so we will definitely get into those, but we will just start right here first. Over in this corner, I just have my face brushes, both in these little containers, just because honestly, I do not have enough room for all of them to fit in here comfortably. So I have brushes ranging from Wet n Wild, e.l.f. I have so many e.l.f. brushes. I love e.l.f. I have BH Cosmetics. I have these knockoffs of the Oval 7 brushes from Artis. I think that's what they're called. So I got some of those. I have some with no brand. So I just got a bunch of different brushes. I also have this little to-do list, which I honestly use this so often. I'll just take this and scribble out something I need to remember and put it on my desk, for example, or write a little note to someone. It's perfect. And then I have this bee that I got from my brother, because my name's Brooke, you know how it is. And if we just move on over this way, this is where I have my mirror, which I believe it's from Home Goods, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, one of those stores. I have my planner just right here. Then I have some eye brushes. Once again, the same kind of brands, e.l.f., BH Cosmetics, Wet n Wild, Urban Decay, Smashbox. And then I have my two beauty blenders. This one is very dirty, but that one's clean. I have a foundation that I'm trying to use up, and as well as a setting spray. This lamp I think is from Target, but I'm not too sure, and I just have my e.l.f. eyelash curler hanging out over here. So my chair I think is from Target, but I'm not too sure. If we just move that out of the way, I have my actual vanity slash desk. This is the Malm desk from IKEA. It is M-A-L-M. And once you open it, this is what you see. Here I just have a bunch of random things, as you can see, so I'm just going to go section by section just to make it a little bit less confusing. In this one I have some EOS lip balm, some alcohol wipes in case if I need to clean up some makeup or something. I have a primer that I'm trying to use up, kind of random things in here honestly. I have some Q-tips underneath that. I have the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, some lip balms, some exfoliators, that type of thing, as well as some hair clips. This is like a really random section. I don't really know what to do with it, so it's kind of everything. And then in the back, I actually have ice cube trays that hold my earrings, but you can't really see just because this is as far as the drawer pulls out, but they are there. In this part of my everyday makeup drawer, I just have eye products that I'm trying to use up or that are my favorites. I just have a little pencil sharpener right here for my liners, an Urban Decay liner, a Rimmel mascara, some Rimmel liners, a L'Oreal liner, and a L'Oreal mascara. This one I just have the Hard Candy Glamouflage, a Rimmel concealer, Collection concealer, Lorac primer, Smashbox primer oil, as well as some Benefit cheek stains. This one I have all of my brow products that I've been using basically every day. I don't use every single one of these every day, but I will change out the ones I am using daily. So I just have Essence, Benefit, NYX, some Soap & Glory, Anastasia, Barry M. In this one I have some pens. I have a Kat Von D liner that I want to use, my Maybelline Color Tattoo that I'm trying to use up, as well as a lip balm. Now moving on, what is in my IKEA drawers? Don't mind the pillows I have in the back, but on top I just have bobby pins and rings, things like that. But we will get into the actual drawers. In the top drawer of my vanity, I have some primers in the back, eye primers, face primers. I have them from Too Faced, Catrice, City Color. I have a Bourjois foundation in the back, an e.l.f. eye primer, Professional, and Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Then in this section, this is where I have all of my foundations. I have L'Oreal, CoverGirl, Almay, Rimmel, Bare Minerals, another L'Oreal, 2 Revlon, and just a little under eye setting powder from e.l.f. Over here in the very back, I just have a Sexy Mama translucent powder as well as some eye primers, like little samples. Right here I have my 10 color palette from BH Cosmetics. This is perfect if you're doing people's makeup just because it comes with 1,000,001 shades. You can even do a little bit of color correcting, so it's pretty nice. Over in this spot, I just have 2 Maybelline concealers and an e.l.f. one, as well as a little Bella Pierre loose powder. And that is all for this drawer. In the second drawer, this is where I keep all of my bronzers, contours, and highlights. So I kind of actually just redid this drawer, and I'm not actually happy with how it looks. I think it looks way too cluttered, so I'm going to try to fix this, but since I'm going to college in literally 10 days from today, I don't think I need to really fix that just because I'll be taking a lot of this to college. So in the back one, I just have some bronzers. I have NYC, Rimmel, a Too Faced Milk Chocolate, as well as Hoola. Honestly, for this drawer, there is no rhyme or reason. I don't have these here for a specific reason or these ones here. It's just whatever fits, that's why it's going there. So this is where I have all of my highlighters, this section right here, and I'll pull the drawer out just a little bit more so you can see. So I have 2 Beccas, a Soap & Glory, I got Mary Luminizer, 2 MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes, a Wet n Wild highlighter, as well as this contouring duo, a little highlighting palette from Wet n Wild, and the e.l.f. illuminating palette. Over here I just have an e.l.f. highlighter, Bare Minerals Smashbox, and then I have a little contour stick with the highlighter, as well as a What's Up. This section is where I have a lot of my bronzers, so I have some e.l.f. ones. I love this bronzer from e.l.f. It's their Sun-Kissed bronzer, like the Healthy Glow line, and it is incredible for bronzing at the temples. I have a Too Faced bronzer, a Bourjois bronzer, Bahama Mama, e.l.f. contouring palette, Sleek Face Form palette. This is an incredible bronzer if you are around my skin tone. I have this Big City Color Sun-Kissed Trio way in the back. And on this side is where I have my contouring palette. So I have 2 by City Color. Actually, the powders in this palette are in this palette, but that's fine. I have both of them apparently. I also have this Bonjour Soleil palette from Too Faced with a bronzer and a highlighter and a little shimmery bronzer. That is everything in this drawer. So in this drawer, I just have a bunch of different blushes. So I will start with what's in the front and work our way back. I have random ones in this section. I have Smashbox, Too Faced, Bella Pierre, Catrice, City Color. I love this blush actually. It's in the shade Warm Lavender. Like if you have never seen this before, oh my god, you need this. It's such a beautiful shade. I have a Milani Baked bronzer, but I actually just use it as a blush, and then Estee Lauder and e.l.f. Over here on this side, I just have some City Color Be Matte blushes. These are incredible. I have 3 Wet n Wild blushes and 2 e.l.f. ones. I have a Hot Mama blush as well as a Maybelline Dream Bouncy, and I have a MAC one way in the back. I have 2 Profusion blushes over here as well as the e.l.f. blush palette in Light. Over here in the back, I have a Flower Beauty blush stick. I have an e.l.f. liquid blush as well as 3 more City Color blushes as well as a BH Cosmetics blush and highlighter duo. I love City Color blushes. As you can tell, I literally have, what, 7 of them? Yeah. Don't hate me. And that's it for that drawer. In this drawer, I have all of my single shadows as well as smaller palettes and pigments, singles, all of that type of stuff. I already said singles. Oh well, we said it again. So I have some Milani shadow sticks as well as a little NYC sparkle dust. I have some Wet n Wild trios, a Maybelline quad, as well as a Physicians Formula palette. 2 Urban Decay little mini palettes in the back. I have MAC Studio, I have some Stila, I have some e.l.f. duos and trios over here. And on this side I have all of my Wet n Wild singles. So I had to stack them just like that, and I have my MAC pigments over here. Some of the ones I have are Whisper Pink and Tan. These are all of my e.l.f. cream shadows. I love this one. This is in the shade Gala. You have to try this. And I have just some other ones. These are the Smudge Pots. These are incredible. And I have 2 L'Oreal Infallible shadows. All the way in the back here, I just have a Maybelline quad, a MAC quad, a little trio, and a Wet n Wild palette, as well as Stila's Kitten. And that is all for my eyeshadow drawer. In this drawer, I have all of my mascaras, brow products, and lashes. So all of my lashes literally are stacked on themselves. They go back pretty far. I have so many different lashes here, but I love lashes, and I can't help it. I love lashes. I also have a bunch of unopened mascaras here, which is perfect because if I ever want to try a new one, I just have them here. But I only have like 1 or 2 open at a time actually, so that's good. These are all unopened ones except for this one. This is just waterproof, that's why it's not in my everyday drawer. In the back I have a bunch of different brow products, all different brands. Essence of Beauty, BH Cosmetics, e.l.f., NYC, City Color, Wet n Wild, Revlon, and I just have a duo lash adhesive right there. And in the way back, if you can see that, I have the Too Faced Brow Envy palette. And that is it for this drawer. In this drawer, I just have a really big e.l.f. palette in the bottom just because it does not fit anywhere else in my collection. And I have all my eyeliners. I used to have a lot more eyeliners, but I've started to use all of them up and declutter some. And yeah, so that's why I don't have that many of these. I just have a few little pencil sharpeners in the back and a gel liner. So I don't have too many, but I have some e.l.f. ones, an Almay one, Maybelline, e.l.f., MAC Studio, Milani, NYX. That's pretty much it. So I think that's pretty good. In this drawer, I have all of my palettes. This is my favorite drawer, I think, ever, honestly. So I have palettes from The Balm, Urban Decay, Smashbox, City Color, all of my Naked palettes, the It's Judy Time palette, Sleek, Lorac in the back, an e.l.f. one, two e.l.f. ones actually, another Lorac palette, and a That's Heart palette, and I also have an e.l.f. one there, and a BH Cosmetics palette in the bottom of all of these right there. This is probably my favorite drawer. I collect a lot of palettes, but don't get me wrong, I totally do use these. So here's my last drawer, and I'm actually just holding my camera for this one just because my tripod doesn't go this low. But in here, I just have so many different lipsticks, and actually I've done 2 lipstick collections, one for drugstore and one for high-end, so I can link that. In the back here, I just have lip liners and jumbo lip pencils, some other liquid lipsticks and smaller lipsticks that just don't fit in here just because they fall everywhere. But as you can see here, I just have a bunch of different liquid lipsticks, lip butters, different things like that, lip balms and stuff. I have so many different brands. I have Bare Minerals, Kat Von D, e.l.f., Maybelline, MAC, Clinique, Rimmel. I have a bunch of different ones in here, and this is the end of my makeup collection. So back to the outro. So you guys, that is it for my makeup collection. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. That really means a lot to me. I will be doing a makeup collection once I go to college, but this is my makeup collection at my house. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe, give a thumbs up, and all that jazz. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!